Welcome to E-Times. This is me, Hesha Chima, and today I'm here in conversation with none other than LIVA Miss Diva Universe 2022 Divita Rai, who's all set to represent India at the 71st edition of the Miss Universe pageant. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Divita, thank you so much, first of all, removing time. I know you're just about to leave for your pageant.
I am.
And you're amidst so much pressure. What's going on right now?
Right now, it's honestly, of course, there's a bit of nerves with all of the pressure to represent your country of 1.4 billion people. The more you emphasize on that word, the more, you get a sort of jittery nerves.
Yeah.
But more than anything, it's just excitement to participate and to, showcase all the work that has been gone on into this for the past couple of months. So I'm pretty excited.
Great. Divita, just like Harnaaz and Lara Datta, you too actually have the gift of gab. You're someone who's super confident. From my first interview that I did with you and Harnaaz together, I've realized that, confidence is your ace game. Right now, from then to now, how has your entire training and grooming period been, and what do you feel has been added on other than the accolades that you already have?
That's a great question because I think for beauty pageants especially, it's like a well-rounded, holistic sort of approach towards training.
Yeah.
So for me, it was not just my ramp walk, it was how do I level up with whatever I have, how can I elevate my performance, presentation, how can I elevate my speaking skills, what content I can bring in. So all of that was definitely part of my training, and some of the trainers who helped me with that was Munaz, who is my voice crafting trainer. There is also Supreet Bedi, my communications teacher. There's of course Alicia Raut, who's involved in ramp walk training, and hair and makeup. You go up there
So
and you
important.
have to do your own hair and makeup, and trust me, this was something that I had no idea. I didn't know how to hold a brush, how to do an eyeliner. It was all super difficult. But with the help of Pooja from Chroma K and also Aisha Seth, they both really helped me to get my hair and makeup intact.
So do you think like you've aced your makeup game right now?
I feel like I have.
We'll know once you're there.
We'll know once we're there.
Tell us about your looks. I definitely am very excited and curious to know what thought and process went into your finale gown, because I think once you're on that stage, everybody wants to know what a beauty queen is wearing, and that's the finale gown. Talk to us about it.
Definitely. I think the finale gown is great because it needs to make you feel beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it's less about what you're wearing, but how you are feeling once you wear it. So that was a very important factor in deciding a gown for me, a color that brings out my personality and who I am and makes me feel special. So I think we're ticking all of those boxes with the evening gown. And I want to keep it a bit of a surprise. I don't want to let out too much, so that, that's the whole fun in it.
That's right.
So on that prelim stage, I think everybody's going to be super impressed by the silhouette because it's not been done before for any Miss India going to Miss Universe. So I'm very excited to wear it.
Which designer is making it for you?
Falguni and Shane Pico.
Oh, lovely. They always do a fab
They
job,
do
right?
a fab job.
So I'm sure as excited you're to wear it, we're all excited to watch you as well.
Yes.
And coming to the watching part of it, you are Harnaaz's successor. The pressure is massive. There's no denial about it.
Right.
Alongside, the whole country's eyeballs are glued onto you, right? So while everything is at point, how are you dealing with this? Because this is also something that, needs a coping mechanism.
Yes.
What is Divita Rai's coping mechanism?
That's a great question. So my training has also, a huge part of it has been centering myself. It's all of that pressure and understanding, okay, why I'm here, it's of course a once in a lifetime opportunity, but you also need to enjoy the process.
Yeah.
Because, if you focus too much on the outcome and result and, oh, I am, this one successor, I have to perform like that, you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. So it's important to realize that this moment is not going to come back. So enjoy whatever it is. And that's my mindset right now. So I just want to take it one day at a time. And since I've never been to New Orleans, I've never been out of the state, out of the country. It's my first time to the States.
Wow.
So I'm very excited for all of that experience.
Divita, also this year we've heard that Miss Universe has a new crown altogether.
Yes.
And of course we know that it's going to be none other than Harnaaz who's going to crown her successor.
Yeah.
Let us just hope and pray and believe for this moment that
Yeah.
you've been crowned Miss Universe.
Fingers crossed.
What are the two things that you're going to do immediately after that?
Oh my God. Firstly, it's going to be
And the wave!
And the wave, that expression's definitely going to come in. But the other is I would love to, eat whatever it is that I've been craving for a really long time. So I think those are the two things that I would be doing. And of course, like Harnaaz said, Chak De Fate to the, screen. It'll be something that will come. I don't want to say anything right now. Whatever comes spontaneously is, what will happen. But yeah, something, a message to all of the people who have been supporting me, to India, that we did it.
Divita, also education has been a huge part, of your entire shaping up and your entire journey, and you've always spoken about it. That's one of your causes as well, that you want young India to be educated, especially the girls. What do you think is the direction that you've taken after you were crowned LIVA Miss Diva Universe 2022, and what do you probably think you do, let's say, once you win Miss Universe? Because we here are manifesting that truly.
We really are. So for me, it was important that I work with organizations who are closely involved in this process to learn more about, what happens at the grassroots level.
Yeah.
So I'm currently working with 3 organizations. Teach for India, there's Child Rights in You, and there's Project Nani Kali. So in these interactions, I've got to meet these kids from, marginalized communities. I went to Cheetah Camp, which happens to be the 2nd largest slum in Asia. Then I also went to classrooms, partnered with Teach for India to teach them confidence seminars and, just have these confidence building workshops with them. And visiting Project Nani Kali classrooms where we spoke about vision boards,
Wow.
and what kind of goal we want to achieve. So in a way, it's been sort of inspiring them to continue learning, and despite the challenges they face at home, to not deter that from, just enjoying the process of learning and growing. So I think that's really important for us to, focus more on, that it needs to be made accessible to every kid out there. Because how else will you know about your rights? How else will you truly take, yourself forward?
Divita, talk to us about this new round which has been introduced, which is My Walk, My Way. What's it all about?
This is another fantastic opportunity for the Cape to showcase a part of your country, like how we have national costume. So even though you haven't traveled around a lot, in one place you can see the kind of culture and essence of every country through their national costume. So I think the Cape designs also, in a way, what is your message to the world as a country and as a delegate. So I'm pretty excited. It's a designer, of course, who's not been much. He's not very renowned, but I think through this performance and through these designs, he's going to really get a lot of attention.
Divita, talk to us something, which is more personal, which is what is it that Divita Rai does in her free time? What are your hobbies like? We'd love to know you a little bit more.
So I enjoy running. I think that brings me a lot of clarity, and again, it's a coping mechanism as well. When things get too pressurizing, just go out for a run, clear your head, listen to some good music, and that puts me in a good mood instantly to take on the day whatsoever. So that's again, something I love doing. I also enjoy painting and drawing. So I've been an architect, so of course I love to draw and do some art creative work. So yeah, in my spare time, these are the 2 things that I go to.
Coming to the hectic part of it, right now, just a few weeks before you go for the pageant, right?
Yes.
What is it that's going on in your head, one? And second, what's a day in Divita Rai's life right now?
Well, there's no day that's similar to the other. Every day comes with its own challenges, its own schedule. So right now, I am in the middle of a shoot that we're doing. And then,
We've stolen you from it though.
So it's a full day shoot, and then tomorrow again I would have fittings or maybe personal packing for the pageant, salon services, just getting ready here and there, finishing touches. So all of that's really taking up all of my time. So that's really what my day is like.
And how much importance are you giving to fitness right now, both physically and mental health as well?
I think mental fitness is way more important right now in this last leg of the preparation, because it's all about how you feel about yourself. If you feel good, then you can go out and project that confidence out in the world for people to see. So that's important for me, to build that confidence and to know that I've done all that I can and now just surrender.
Divita, also I'd like to understand, social media, it has its pros and cons as well, right? And being a public figure comes with a lot of pressure. What is it that, your take is as far as social media is concerned, and how active are you?
I've always believed that the only judgment that should matter is your own. So if you like the person you are, and if you are growing and improving and are open to feedback, then that's all you need to focus on. Everything else is just noise that's trying to take you away from your focus and from your end goal. So that's how I view social media, and right now especially I have a wonderful team who's handling that. I don't go much to read the comments because I don't want that to affect my performance. So right now I'm staying away from all of the comments, but now and then I do see some lovely edits and support that's coming my way. So thank you so much.
India is definitely getting a lot of support this year, as we know.
I feel all of that love and such kind messages that people post. So that's very, very touching.
Also, it's very important to mention here that irrespective, you have Harnaaz as your successor, you and Harnaaz typically are two very different individuals, respectively bringing a lot to the table. If I have to ask you personally, what are the couple, like 2 to 3 things that you feel, set you apart?
From Harnaaz?
No, like in general, from the competition,
I think one would definitely be my upbringing and my story. I come from a family which has always been very education focused. And they've taught me the importance, and I've discovered that, because of which I've gathered the courage to chase after my dreams. So of course that's what makes me unique, that story, that passion and that commitment to creating that change. And apart from that, of course, we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. So owning up to that, whatever they may be, and not shying away from speaking up your truth and raising your voice.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. Very well said, Divita. How are your parents dealing with this right now? Like, what's going on in their head?
Listen, I've had no time to have like a full-blown conversation with my parents, but before I leave, I do want to have some downtime with them and just see them, meet them physically, hold them so that I can remember that touch. And just carry them in my spirit once I go there.
Divita, lastly, what is that one message that you'd like, to give to everybody watching you right now, to the entire country, to the whole world, just before you leave for your pageant?
Well, all I would say is that please continue pouring all of your good wishes and your energy towards this. It's something I've worked extremely hard for. I've dedicated a lot of my time, and I hope that I can make all of you all extremely proud of me and through my performance. But there's something that you can also do to contribute towards India's win. You can log on to the Miss Universe app or website, and you can vote for India so that we can get a spot at the semi-finals. So please make sure that you cast your vote and help me progress further into the competition. And all I would say is thank you so much, and let's do this.
I am going on my phone right away to do this, and I hope everybody watching is also going to support India. Divita, thank you so much for chatting with us. Your energy, your confidence, your vibe, everything is on point. And we here at E-Times and everywhere, wish you all the very best for the pageant.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're going to make India proud.
Thank you.